Welcome back to the Dividend Diplomats YouTube channel. You've got Santa Bird over there, and you're rocking with Santa Lanny, the Dividend Diplomats, guys. Merry Christmas. And we hope that you guys have dividends underneath that Christmas tree this year.
Smash that subscribe button, everybody. Give this video a thumbs up. You got Macho Santa over here. We're going to talk to you about two undervalued dividend stocks. Gotta smash that subscribe button again, everybody. Thumbs up. Let's do this.
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Give us some love. Bert's got the true Santa hat on. I've got whatever hat I was able to find in the Lanny household over here.
Yeah.
This was a funny random night that Bert and I had.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Yeah, you know what, everybody, in the spirit of the holidays, we got the hats rolling, but at the end of the day, it's all about finding those undervalued dividend growth stocks to buy. We're recording this on Thursday, December 23rd, after the market just took a little bit of a tumble, getting ahead of a busy holiday weekend. So stock market was
December
down.
22nd, actually.
Oh, that's right. We're filming this actually pretty late. So the clock already turned to the 23rd. So my bad, everybody. Closing prices are going to be as of the 22nd. What's happened in the market? It's continued to tumble. Fed can't seem to shake what's going on, figure out how to cool off this inflation and some of the bad news, as some people think we're hurtling towards a recession. All we're hearing, though, is buying opportunities. And Lanny put together a Christmas watch list to see what two dividend stocks are under our stockings.
Yeah, guys, today the market dropped another 56 points on the 22nd, down 1.5%. At some points, it was down about 2% today, dipping back into the 3,700s for the S&P 500. So, guys, we got two dividend stocks here for us all to talk about. Two pretty much very under the radar stocks that aren't really heavily talked about in the dividend community, the investing community. So buckle up, guys. And obviously, before we do, we're going to look at the Dividend Diplomat stock screener on these two stocks. We're going to hit them hard. We're going to hit them fast. We're looking at the price to earnings ratio less than the S&P 500. Why? Because we like to look to see if it's undervalued compared to the whole market. Two, that payout ratio, that dividend payout ratio, this safety in not just paying the dividend, but also the expectation that the dividend is going to continue to grow, because we're passive income investors. Bert wants that passive income. I want that passive income. We want it to grow. Then we got dividend growth rate to slide in right there. We want a consistently growing dividend income stream. Then we'll look at the dividend yield, a little bit of that, the Santa's Christmas cookies and Christmas milk after the presents are there. You take a little sip. You hope to God that it's not old milk. And you better make sure that these are soft baked cookies and not that crunchy stuff. Get that weak stuff out of here.
Yeah, Santa's like, give me as much whole milk as possible. Get that 2%, get that slim out of here. So everybody, let's dive into these companies. Now that you know what the stock screener is. Company number one, eBay, ticker symbol EBAY. Everybody, I love it. It's everybody's favorite online marketplace. Stores sell on it. People sell on it. It's a great way for some people to liquidate some of their items, turn it into cash. But also for some, there's a big flipping business out there for a lot of people that can turn eBay into a side hustle, which is freaking awesome. eBay's been interesting because they continue to make some moves. They continue to take over and expand just from a marketplace. So they've talked about NFTs in the past. They've grown marketplaces there. They're recently making a big move into the trading card sector. They've opened up the eBay vault where you can store your cards there. They've also acquired TCG player, Lanny? Is that right? That eBay's
big moves, making big moves.
Yeah. So they found a little niche and a potential hole to run through, which is the online trading card sector. And having a reputable name like eBay dominating that sector is never going to be a bad thing, especially how many fakes and bad condition things can be out there.
Exactly. They bought the company Known Origin in the NFT marketplace. We all know NFTs have come a long way from the top, now pretty much smelling the dirt. And no, we're not talking about Donald Trump's NFTs here, so don't you worry about that.
It's Dear Tay, Lanny. It's Dear Tay.
Exactly. Yeah. But what was I going to say was eBay. Bert sells on eBay. I sell on eBay. We flip items on eBay. We sell old stuff on eBay. It's nice to get rid of stuff and find a buyer that will actually use and benefit from that item. Love the platform, use the platform. So it's like, why not look at this dividend stock, especially because they grew their dividend over 20% this year. So, Bert, let's hit them with these. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was saying, and the fact that they're down 40% year to date. So they grew their dividend by 22%, and the stock is down 40%. You were about to tell me to hit them with the metrics, Lanny. Let's
Hit
dive
them
right
with the
in.
metrics, play the
Let's go.
music.
All right. First one, price to earnings ratio. Price 40.12. Earnings per share $4.24. PE ratio 9.46. Payout ratio. You know what? After that big 22% increase, big payout ratio is going to be getting pretty high. No, it's not. Annual dividend is now 88 cents. That's a 20% dividend payout ratio. Lanny, why don't you tell us about the growth and the yield?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, obviously, as Bert mentioned, that price to earnings is low because we're using the 2023 earnings expectations. Man, love that payout ratio. So to talk about the dividend growth rate, they've only been growing the dividend for a couple consecutive years. We'll see if they start becoming a dividend growth stock. Evidence is there that they have the potential. They've done some high ones. The average of the last couple have been 16.34%. So with the payout ratio there and the history building, I think they'll continue to grow their dividend, I believe, in 2023. And just like the rest of the tech sector, eBay is down 40%, as Bert mentioned. So Bert, with that, they still have an over 2% dividend yield at 2.19%. So when you think about the metrics on eBay, again, ticker symbol eBay, love it. I know you love that, Bert.
It's my favorite.
The PE ratio is pretty low in the industry, lower than Amazon, to say the least, lower than the S&P 500. Payout ratio is extremely safe, safer than safe. And the dividend growth rate's looking solid. We'll see if it continues. Dividend yields over at least the average of the S&P 500, obviously not close to your high yield online savings account at the moment.
You're right. So it's an interesting one. The metrics are looking solid. Let's move to dividend stock number 2 on your watch list. Let's be real, though. I don't think they've quite figured out how to sell this company's products on eBay, though. This one would be a tricky one for you to sell. I don't know if you want to buy their products from there, because we're going to talk about Tyson Foods, ticker symbol TS, and nothing like buying fresh chicken on an online marketplace.
Wow. Yeah, Tyson Foods, guys. Tyson, their chicken is actually in other areas outside of just the grocery store, but obviously that's where we all as a consumer typically see the Tyson meat. Again, usually in your frozen section, you can buy them prepackaged, just beautiful right there, waiting for you to cook, grill, smoke, you name it, fry. And obviously everybody needs to eat. And unfortunately, we do love to eat chicken. Bert, do you guys eat chicken in the Bert house?
Of course we do. And what about you?
We do. Now, with that, the stock price is actually also down over 30% this year, 31%, Bert. This stock, which should do well in recession without a recession because people eat no matter what.
No, you're right. And I've nibbled on them a few times. Not just their products, but
No
also
pun
by
intended.
buying, I know, 1 or 2 shares there. So it's nice to see that this company popped up on your watch list, especially since you said they're down 30%. So let's see how their metrics are looking, though. Let's see how they're stacking up here. That first metric, their price is $60.88, EPS 6.72. This is another stock with a PE ratio below 10. Their PE ratio is 9. Payout ratio. Let's check this out, Lanny. Annual dividend 192. Divide that by the 672. That payout ratio is very low at 28.57%.
Hey, I mean, Bert, are you feeling safe with their dividend?
I am. So let's talk about the dividend growth then. Their 5-year dividend growth rate, 14.24%. They've increased that dividend for 8 years, so almost a decade, working on that streak to become a dividend aristocrat. Although, as you also point out here, Lanny, their last dividend increase is only 4.35%. So you can start to see some of the pressures facing Tyson Chicken this year because their dividend increase was significantly lower than that 5-year average growth rate.
Yeah, lower growth. I think they were getting hit really hard, obviously, from the pandemic after this year with the supply chain issues. So just keep that in mind. There is a lot that's happening there. But yeah, the dividend yield now is swelled up. It's swelled up to over 3%, 3.15% as of December 22nd to be exact. So every $100, they'll pay you, $3.15 in passive income. That's going to grow year after year. I mean, they've shown it 8+ years. Can't complain about it. What's very interesting about Tyson, ticker symbol TSN, is they're 22 billion in market cap. eBay is also 22 billion in market cap. That was a pure coincidence. So they're roughly the same size in market share out there in the stock market. very similar metrics when you think about it. Both have PE ratios within the nines, and we'll show the graph here in the chart. Both have payout ratios in the 20 percentile, and both have double-digit dividend growth rates.
Yeah. I mean, two very similar companies, completely different sectors, but the metrics are looking great. I mean, Lanny, you put these two together on your watch list. What on earth are you thinking for these two heading into the upcoming weeks?
One thing that many people probably don't know, but you could check the link to the dividend stock portfolios in the description. I actually do own a few shares of eBay. I own a few shares of eBay on the SoFi app, which again, if you feel free to sign up, get yourself some free stock in the description below. Just because I use a lot of my proceeds from items I sell on eBay, and some of those profits I'll use and I'll buy shares of eBay. So I don't own much. I own maybe around 4 shares, if that. So I'm actually really liking eBay, just because I use the platform. I don't see myself going away from the platform yet. I do like it. I think there's a market for it. So if you're looking for a product that you use and you want to buy their stock, eBay could be a great one. Tyson, I bought a share today in my wife's account. Tyson, got them under $60 a share, even though the price is $60.88. I think this stock's a buy. Obviously do your own research, but I think Tyson stock is a buy.
Yeah, nope, I'm with you. I bought them recently too, so I very much agree. So everyone, let us know what you think of eBay and Tyson stock in that comment section below. If you haven't already, subscribe to our channel, give this video a thumbs up, and keep the suggestions coming for stocks that you want us to take a look at, and let us know what stocks you are watching as well.
Guys, ho, 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 Merry Christmas from the Dividend Diplomats. And like Santa would say, you're either with us or you're against us. That was Santa Bert and Santa Lanny from the Dividend Diplomats, over and out.